Should I tell her to try again now?
No, check, see if you have a participants waiting.
Nope.
Give it a moment.
Admit.
There.
Hi.
Good morning, Christine. How are you?
Good morning.
I see you changed your background.
Yes, this is my husband.
Let me rename you.
It is the background and the name. I think. Yeah.
Can you rename you to
Mm, I don't.
oops.
Here
Are
it
you
is.
doing the rename?
Yes. Now I'm Christine.
Now you're Christine. Yes, okay. I have gotten my CD player to work. So, but when I turn it on, you won't see me anymore. You'll just see my screen that shows my CD player. But I'm
Okay.
not going to start it just yet. I'm going to see where we are in the book. But when I start it, you won't be able to see me, but you'll still be able to hear me, okay? Let's see. We're on lesson 5 on page 74.
Yes.
And it has, before you listen, did we need to go over the last workbook pages? Did you finish those on your own?
No.
The calendar? Okay, that's all right.
No, I'm sorry.
We did a lot on the calendar, so we
Yeah.
could just go on.
And this week is very busy to me. Yeah.
I understand.
Kids, yeah.
I understand. You'll still be able to have class tomorrow, right? Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at lesson 5 on page 74. And they had you look at these pictures of chores that you do at home. Cook, vacuum, exercise, iron.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of other things that you have to do?
In the home?
Yes.
Yes, I'm cleaning.
Cleaning.
Yes. What else? What can I say? Is tied or
Baking.
baking?
Did you say pies?
Is it like a to tide or clean something to
Cooking.
cook it? Yeah, cooking is the kitchen. Yes, I know this one. Right?
Okay. Okay. Cooking. Okay. Um, Cooking, vacuum, exercise, iron, sweeping with the broom, sweeping.
Yeah.
Just cleaning and cleaning the
Yes.
bathrooms.
Yes.
So, all right. So they want you to listen to the CD. So I'm going to try this and see if you can hear it. Let me know if you don't hear.
Okay.
My screen is going to change because for me to use the CD player in the computer, my screen will change.
Okay. You will make a share.
You should just see my screen with the track numbers on it. Just a minute and I'll track 57. So let me see if I can do this. Okay, exit full screen so I can see this. I'm going to open this, track 57. Can you hear it, Christine?
Yes, I hear you. Hear you.
It's a radio show.
No. No, I didn't. No. I think you can make a share screen.
I'm sorry, Christine, what were you saying?
I think you can do a share screen. Maybe I heard and see what do you see and you hear.
But there's nothing to see, you just hear. Can you hear the CD player when I play it? You're not
No.
hearing the radio show when I play it?
No.
Okay, I must not be sharing my screen. Let me try again.
Okay.
First, I need to share my screen.
Yes.
Track 57.
So let's go back to the beginning.
Play. Do you hear it now? Do you hear it now, Christine?
No.
You hear the music?
No.
She's not hearing it.
Go back to stop share. Hit share screen. Click that share computer sound. Now share. You share if you should. Okay.
Page 74.
Yes,
Listen.
I hear.
Okay,
Exercises
good.
A and B.
Welcome to our show. I'm your host, Katie Martin. We all have things that we need to do. And here's the problem. A lot of times we don't like the things we need to do. So what's the solution? Well, today we're talking to Dr. Colin Goldberg, and he has some ideas. Welcome to the show, Dr. Goldberg.
Thanks, Katie. It's great to be here.
So, Dr. Goldberg, tell us about some of your ideas.
Sure. Here's the first one. When you need to do something you hate, do something you like at the same time. For example, if you hate to wash dishes, then do something you love while you wash the dishes. Wash the dishes and watch TV. Or wash the dishes and talk to a friend on the phone.
That way, you're not thinking about the activity that you don't like.
Exactly.
That seems pretty easy. Do you have any other tips?
Sure. Here's another idea. Put a time limit on the activities you hate to do.
A time limit?
Exactly. For example, say it's 1 o'clock and you need to clean the house. Decide what time you're going to finish cleaning, say 3 o'clock. When it's 3 o'clock, you stop.
That's it?
Yes, it's an extremely simple idea, but it works. When you have a time limit, you know when the activity is going to end. And that can help a lot.
That makes sense.
Right. And here's one more. After you do something you hate, do something you like. For example, if you hate to do laundry, but you love to read, then say to yourself, I'm going to do the laundry, then I'm going to read for half an hour.
Dr. Goldberg, these sound like really good ideas. We have to take a break now, but we'll be back in a moment with more ideas on how you...
Okay, now stop share.
Yep.
Okay, you back now?
Yes.
Okay, so that was the interview on a radio show. And it says, what problem do the people discuss? So what did they discuss on the radio show?
They discuss about the time or the...
It's letter B. People have to do things they don't enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay, so people have to do
I have
things
to
they
choose.
don't enjoy. So circle letter B.
Yes,
And then it says to read these ideas from the interview and put them in the right order. So do you remember the order that she talked about the things to do?
Yes, yes.
So what was the first thing she talked about?
Number something you hate, do something to do something, do something.
Do you want to listen again? Do you want me to play it one more time?
Oh, no, I already, maybe the number A,
Letter C
C.
was number one. Letter C was number one. When you
Oh.
need to do something you hate, do something you like at the same
Are the
time.
same. Yeah.
So letter C is number one. When you need to do something you hate, do something you like at the same time. The second thing they said, number two,
P.
was letter B. B as a
Yes.
boy. Put a
Yes.
time limit on the activities you hate to do. So number
Yes.
two was put a time limit. And letter A was number 3. After you do something you hate, do something you like.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Read the examples from the interview and match each example to one of the ideas in exercise B. Write the letter of the correct idea. So number 1 says, if you hate to wash dishes, then do something you love while you wash the dishes. Wash the dishes and watch TV.
Oh, maybe this is 3.
How? How can I do?
So number
the
1 is
C
letter
or-
number
yeah.
1 is letter C.
C. Yes.
So number 2, say it's 1 o'clock and you need to clean the house. Decide what time you're going to finish cleaning. Say 3 o'clock, and when it's 3 o'clock, you stop. So which letter was that?
B.
B. B is in boy. Put a
Yes,
time
B.
limit on the activities you hate to do.
Mhm.
Okay, and number
Yes.
3, if you hate to do laundry, but you love to read, then say to yourself, I'm going to do the laundry, then I'm going to read for half an hour.
Yeah.
So number 3 was letter A.
A.
After you do something you hate, do something you like. That
Yeah.
was a little confusing because they reversed what they did in exercise B and exercise C. Let's turn over to page 75. Groups of 3, look at the picture. What is the man's problem and what are some solutions? Use the ideas from the radio show. So this man says, I need to exercise, but I really hate to do it. So what does he do? What could he do to make exercise more enjoyable?
You need to go to the gym. Or,
You can go to the gym,
yes.
or what else?
Or he need to walking or jogging.
Right. And when I walk, I always like to listen to my favorite music. So I put my favorite music on my headphones. And then when I'm walking, I listen to music that I enjoy, and it makes it easier for me to walk.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a good one. Can you think of any other ideas?
No.
No, those are good ones. All right, let's go down to conversation number 3. We're going to listen to another track on the CD. So I'm going to try this again and see if it works, okay?
Okay.
58.
Page 75. Conversation.
Can you hear it?
Listen.
Yes.
You know, I really hate to do the laundry.
Me too. And do you know what else I hate?
No, what?
I hate to iron.
Not me. I actually like it.
You're kidding.
No, really. I find it relaxing.
Okay, now we're going to do it again, and this time you're going to repeat, okay?
Okay.
Listen and repeat.
You know, I really hate to do the laundry.
You know, I really hate to do the laundry.
Me too.
Me too.
And do you know what else I hate?
And do you know what else I hate?
No, what?
No, what?
I hate to iron.
I hate to iron.
Not me. I actually like it.
Not me. I actually like it.
You're kidding.
You're kidding.
No, really. I find it relaxing.
No, really. I find it relaxing.
Okay. Okay, so do you like to iron, Christine?
Actually, no.
No, I don't either. I hate to iron.
Me
I
too.
really do. In fact, I don't ever iron anything.
Yes. Yes.
So if something really has to be pressed, I take it to the dry cleaners.
Yeah.
I don't like to iron.
And if I shot to make an iron, I really do something I love it in the same time. So
Okay,
I can watch TV or
like watch TV
or listen.
or
when I-
listen to music. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so let's go down to practice. And it says practice the conversation. This is one of those where you're going to write words from the blue in the blue and green in the green. So you go ahead and fill those in. And if you can fill them in with stuff from those boxes there on the right.
Mhm. You'll take A or P?
Have you already filled in the blanks?
I'm sorry?
Have you filled in the blanks?
Blanks? No.
Okay, you know I really hate to clean the house.
Me too. And do you know what else I hate?
No, what?
I hate to vacuum.
Not me. I actually like it.
You are kidding?
No, really. I find it relaxing. Okay, this time you read part A and I'll read part B.
Okay. You know, I really hate to do the dishes.
Me too. And you know what else I hate?
Know what?
I hate to cook.
Not me. I actually like it.
You are kidding.
No, really, I find it relaxing.
Very good. And you can fill those in with all sorts of different things. But the idea was to think of ways to make tasks that are not fun to make them more enjoyable. Okay. Let's go turn over to page 76. And let's do the grammar box at the top of the page. We're talking about the simple present of like, love, hate, plus an infinitive. So I'm going to read these and I want you to repeat after me.
Okay.
I like to do the laundry.
I like to do the laundry.
You don't like to do the laundry.
You don't like to do the laundry.
We love to do the laundry.
We love to do the laundry.
They hate to do the laundry.
They hate to do the laundry.
He likes to iron.
He likes to iron.
She doesn't like to iron.
She doesn't like to iron.
She loves to iron.
She loves to iron.
And he hates to iron.
He hates to iron.
Now, if you'll notice, those verbs like and love and hate, when it's a he or she, we always put an S on the end of that verb. So you see how we changed I like to he likes.
Yeah.
And you love and she loves. And they hate and he hates.
Yeah.
So you're going to add an S when it's he or she. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So this next part says write sentences. Use the correct form of the verbs like, love, or hate plus an infinitive. So they did the first one for you. My brother doesn't like to eat vegetables. And we're using the sentence structure from up above. So if you're not sure, look in the grammar box at the top of the page, and it'll help you with how to say those sentences. Do you want to try number 2?
Yes. Mrs. Lane loves to go to the
with an
beach.
S. Yes, loves.
Loves go to the beach.
Loves to go to the beach.
Loves to.
Mrs. Lynn loves to go to the beach. Mrs. Lynn loves to go to the beach. Do you want to try number 3?
Yes. Her daughters.
That's like they, so we're going to use hate.
He cleans their room.
To. You have to add the word to.
Okay.
Always add the word to before the infinitive. So it's her daughters hate to clean their rooms. That's pretty common with kids.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Some children don't like to go swimming.
Very good, very good. Some children don't like to go swimming. That's perfect. You could say do not or don't. Either one is correct.
Yeah.
Some children don't like to go swimming. I think most children do, but some don't.
Yeah.
And number 5.
Our neighbors like to have doesn't like to have loud parties.
Yes, our neighbors like, as it's
like.
they, our neighbors like to have loud parties. Our neighbors like to have loud parties. And number 6,
She loves to
with
go.
an S, yes.
Yes, she loves to go hiking in the mountains.
Very good. She loves to go hiking in the mountains. She loves, with an S,
Yeah.
she loves to go hiking in the mountains. Now we'll go down to part B. It says write.
Mhm.
Look at the pictures. Write a sentence for each picture. Use like, love, or hate plus an infinitive. And there can be correct answers. So they did number 1 for you. In picture number 1, the kids love to play soccer because
Yeah.
it's more than one child. They love to play soccer.
Mhm.
You want to try number 2? Kyung
Yes.
Ah.
Kyung likes to read
Very
books.
good. Very good. Kyung Ah likes to read. Kyung Ah likes to read. Number 3, Niraj.
Niraj doesn't like uh, to fishing
Very good. He doesn't like to fish with his dad.
with his dad.
Niraj doesn't like to fish with his dad. Niraj doesn't like to fish with his dad.
Mhm.
You want to try number 4? Sally
Yeah.
and James.
Uh, Sally and James love or
Well,
no.
I think James loves going to the concert, but I'm not sure Sally does.
Yes,
I
Sally.
think Sally hates to go to concerts.
Yes.
So
Sally.
Sally hates to go to concerts,
Mhm.
and James loves to go to concerts.
Yeah.
Very good. Look over on page 77, practice, read, and write. Did you finish writing those? Did I rush you too much?
I'm sorry.
Read and write.
Okay.
Read the information. Look at the bar graph. On a separate piece of paper, write 3 sentences about the survey. So they want you to write these separately, but we'll just do them out loud for now. If you want to write them down, you can.
Mhm.
We surveyed 500 people in the US and asked, what's your favorite activity? Here are the results. Favorite things to do in the US. So the most favorite thing to do, you want to try and do these? They did one for you at the bottom. 34% of the people they surveyed like to read.
Yeah.
You try one for 21%.
Yeah. 21% of the people like to watch TV.
Very good. And 20%,
20% of the kids
okay, you
like
don't have to say that every time. You can just say 20% because we know we're talking about the people and their favorite things. We don't have to repeat that over and over. So 20% like to spend time with family. 10%,
10% the people or loves to go to movie.
yes, they like to go to movies. 10% like to go to movies. 8% like to go fishing.
Yeah.
And you try the last one.
7% people of the people like to use a computer.
Very good. 7% like to use the computer. So that's what people do in their free time. What do people in your country, in Egypt, what do people in Egypt like to do in their free time?
Um, they like to spend time with the family
Very good.
and
Very
watch
good.
TV.
In my country, a lot of people like to spend time with their family.
Yeah.
And the one that they gave you at the bottom says, in my country, a lot of people like to go out to eat. That was my favorite thing to do before COVID.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we hardly ever go out to eat,
Yes.
so almost never. Right at the bottom, it says, show what you know, communicate likes and dislikes. So they want you to write down in your own words some things that you like, some things you love and some things you hate. And they want you to write 4 sentences. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time, and then I want you to tell me what you wrote down.
Okay. I finished.
Okay, so what did you write for number 1?
I like to go shopping.
You like to go
the
shopping. Very good. And I hate to
Yes.
go shopping. Okay,
Yes.
so I like to go shopping. What about number 2?
I don't like to wash dishes.
I don't like to wash dishes. I don't mind washing dishes. Washing
Yeah.
dishes is okay. So number 3,
My husband loves to watch TV.
my husband loves to watch TV. Very good. Does he have favorite programs he likes, or does he watch
He
sports?
loves a movie.
Movies. Very
Yes.
good. Movies. And that's a wonderful way to learn English.
Yes.
To
Yes.
watch movies.
But
Very good.
really, me, I'm not.
You don't
big fans
care?
for the TV. Yes. Yes. But
And number-
I should to watch with him. Yes.
It's good to watch with him. It helps you to improve your English.
Yes. Yes.
When you listen to conversation, it helps you know how to say things correctly.
Yes.
Okay,
He's good in English because he watched a lot of movies.
Okay, well, that's good. So his English is very good?
Yes, he
Very
is.
good.
Yes.
Very good. And one more. What was your last one?
The last one is my kids like to go to swimming.
My kids like to go swimming. Very good. My kids
Yes.
like to go swimming. Very good. Okay, let's go to the workbook. In your workbook on page 44, it says complete the sentences. Use the correct form of the verbs in parentheses and an infinitive. So they want you to add the infinitive. So they're going to give you like and take. So those are the verbs you're going to use, and then put an infinitive. So number 1 is, I like to take my daughter to the park.
Mhm.
I like to take my daughter to the park. You try number 2.
That children don't like to study after school.
Very good. And number 3.
My husband hates iron the clothes.
He hates to iron. Yes, very good. He hates to iron the clothes. You always have to add the to in there. Like in number 2, it was the children don't like to study. In
Mhm.
number 3, my husband hates to iron. Always add that word to in the middle.
Yeah.
You want to try number 4, Alak and Deo?
Alak and they like to go to the concert.
Very good. They like to go to concerts. Number 5.
Sonia doesn't like to stay home on the weekends.
Very good. Sonia doesn't like to stay home on the weekends. She likes to go.
Yeah.
And number 4, Mr. Patel.
Mr. Patel likes to go for bike ride on Sundays.
Very good. Mr. Patel likes to go for bike rides on Sundays. Number 7, Ivan.
Ivan hates to get up early on Monday.
Very good. Ivan hates to get up early on Mondays. Number 8, Laura.
Lara doesn't like to swim at the beach.
Very good. Laura doesn't like to swim at the beach. The beach is not my favorite place to swim. I would
Yeah.
rather swim in a swimming pool. Not crazy about waves and salt water and sand.
Yeah.
So part B says, look at the information in the chart, then complete each sentence. Use the correct form of the verb and an infinitive. So remember, we have to use the word to in between.
Okay.
So they're going to start with number 1 they did for you. Jackie likes to exercise. If you look at the chart, you can see Jackie and
Yes.
exercise and likes. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to write sentences using these people in these charts. June and Carmen. So we're going to look at June and Carmen and find something that's the same. So for June and Carmen, the thing that's the same is get up early.
Yes, like
So-
to get up early.
Very good. June and Carmen like to get up early. You have to have like to get up early. Jackie and Jean Paul. Jackie and Jean Paul love
Study, love to study.
Very good. Jackie and John Paul love to study. Number 4, Jackie and John Paul and cook.
Jackie don't like.
Very good. Actually, it says John Paul loves to cook. So I'm not sure. Oh, no, that was get up early. I'm sorry. They don't like
No,
to get up.
yes.
Because it's they, we're going to say don't.
Don't.
If we were only talking about one, we would say doesn't.
Doesn't.
But we're talking about 2, Jackie and John Paul. So we say they don't
Yes.
like to cook. Very good. Number 5, Carmen.
Carmen doesn't like to study.
Very good. Carmen doesn't like to study. Jean Paul.
Jean Paul doesn't like to exercise.
Exercise. Very good. And number 7, June.
June hates to cook.
He hates to cook. June hates to cook. And the last one, Jean Paul.
Loves to get up early.
Very good. Jean Paul loves to get up early. Okay, now I don't know if I can do this. It's telling me to play track 12, so I have to swap out the CD to a different CD.
You like to have a track 12 on that one?
It's on this one. So just open it and change it out, and I should get the same thing.
Make sure you get that thing
I
snapped
know I
in there.
need to make sure I seed it properly.
Now
I know I have to share the screen.
Well, you have to refresh that view because
How do I do that?
Well, bring it on the top. Bring it to the top. Here, click on it.
Shouldn't there be a refresh button?
Try that button down there at the bottom where it says go round, that looping button.
This one?
Yeah, does that mean?
No, that says repeat.
Okay.
But if I just close it and reopen it?
Well, go over to my computer audio CD D up here on the left where it says audio CD. Click on that. Okay.
Still hasn't refreshed.
Right click on it. Okay. Well, scroll up and see if track 12 gives you what you want.
It's not. This has got the wrong.
I click play.
No.
Well, since you're not sharing it, you can close this.
And reopen it?
Yeah. With your file. Use your file explorer button. And go to D. playing now?
Yeah, but I can't pause it.
They're paused. Hit the go back button.
Which is
That's
this
it.
one?
Yeah.
Okay,
Now you're gonna have to share it.
I know. Okay, I'm going to try this now with a new CD.
Okay.
Share screen. Computer sound is still turned on, so.
Unit 4.
Can you hear it?
Small
Yes.
talk. Page 43. Exercise C. 1.
That's the right one. It's not playing the right thing.
Greenville Community Center.
It says
May I
track
help you?
12. Let me try a different
Hi.
track.
Page
Okay.
46. Read.
No, it doesn't have page
Dear
45.
Kate. Advice for life.
Dear Kate, I have an American friend at work.
It's not giving me the right track.
Yes.
So we'll just do this one without the CD. Okay.
Mhm.
It's not playing the one that's on page 45. I don't know why, but
Mhm.
it's not. So let's go on to, it says, check the people who like each activity. And it did not play the correct track, and I don't know why, but it's like it isn't there because it went from page 43 to page 47.
Okay.
So on this exercise at the top of page 45,
Mhm.
we're going to say Rick likes to go hiking. So you're going to put a
Okay.
check mark by Rick likes to go hiking.
Okay.
Angie likes to go to the beach.
Mhm.
Angie likes to go to the beach. So Rick likes to go hiking and Angie likes to go to the beach.
Mhm.
In number 2, Fred likes to eat Italian food, and so does Liz. So Fred and Liz both like to eat Italian food,
Yeah.
and Liz likes to go dancing.
Mhm.
But Fred does not like to go dancing. So Liz is going to get a check mark by eat Italian food and go dancing.
Yes.
And Fred only gets a check mark for eat Italian food.
Okay.
All right, let's look down at exercise D. Look at Matthew's web page. What does Matthew like and dislike?
Mhm.
Sentences with love and hate plus infinitive. So they're going to talk a little bit here about Matthew.
I do already. I did.
Do what?
I did it. Yes.
You
I
did
did
this
it.
already?
Yes.
Okay, so Matthew is from Fort Worth, Texas. He loves to go fishing.
Yes.
He loves to go swimming. He loves doing karate. He loves playing video games, and he loves walking his dog.
Yes.
And he does not like, or he hates to get up early. He hates cooking and he hates shopping.
Yes.
You already did those exercises?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good. All right, let's go back to our regular book, our big book. And I'm going to have to change the CD again. So bear with me while I do this again. I'm going to get good at this.
You will.
Got to go back to this other CD. So I need to close that one and open it again. Okay. I need to find the right track. On this one, in lesson 7, they're going to do a message board. It says first, look at the picture of people at a movie theater. So you see the picture there to the right?
Yes. Yes.
How is the young man being rude? What is he doing that's rude?
He's shouting or speaking on the phone.
He's talking on his telephone in the
Yes.
movie theater, and that's a very rude thing to do. It's
Yes.
not polite to talk on your cell phone when you're sitting in a movie theater.
Mhm.
Is that rude in Egypt too?
Yes.
That's considered rude behavior.
Yes.
I think just about anywhere, when you go into a movie theater, they're going to tell you you don't talk on your phone while you're
Yes.
in the movie theater. All right, this is the next thing on here is a message board, and they want you to listen to the message board posts. And I'm going to try to do this with the audio again. This is
Mhm.
track 59. So I have to share.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try it again. I'm going to have to share the screen first. Track 59. Okay.
Page 78.
You hear it?
Read.
Yes.
Okay.
Arturo from Mexico. What's polite in the U.S.? Hi, everyone. I moved to Chicago with my family last month. A lot of things about American culture surprise me. Sometimes I don't know what's rude or what's polite. Can anyone give me some advice?
Buchi from Nigeria. Hi, Arturo. I live in Wisconsin. We're neighbors. Here's a tip. In the U.S., it's important to be on time. If you say you're going to meet a friend at 12, your friend expects you to come at exactly that time. It's rude to be more than 15 minutes late.
Jin Ho from Korea. Here's something I learned. Americans are quiet eaters. Don't make a lot of noise when you eat. In Korea, it's okay to slurp your noodles. It shows you like the food. But here, it's not polite.
Sabir from Pakistan. When you talk to people, stand about 3 feet away from them. Americans feel uncomfortable if someone is standing close to them. I was surprised. In Pakistan, we stand close when we talk.
Lynn from China. Hi, Arturo. Here's another tip. In the U.S., you have to stand in line and wait your turn. For example, when people wait for a bus, they wait in a line. Nobody pushes to get on the bus first. The person at the front of the line gets on first. I like that.
Okay. So they just read the posts from the book.
Yeah.
So if you look at those posts down there, those are the things they just read. Let's look over to page 79. What is the topic of the posts? What are they talking about? Are they talking about
rude and polite behavior in the
yes,
U.S.?
absolutely. Rude and polite behavior in the U.S. That's what they're talking about.
Mhm.
If you look over at the reading skill in the red and yellow box,
Mhm.
it says the topic of an article is the subject the author is writing about. Identifying the topic of an article will prepare you to understand it.
Mhm.
So, and a lot of times that's in the very beginning. So what is the main idea of the message board posts?
It's rude.
Rude and polite behavior.
Not the same.
It's not the same in all countries.
Countries.
Christine, my husband is going to start a meeting at 10 o'clock and he's going to be sitting right next to me. So it may be a little distracting, but we'll go on with our book, okay? I just wanted you to know in case in case you hear somebody talking behind me.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry.
Okay, so this one is about rude and polite behavior is not the same in all countries. Can you think of things in Egypt and in the US that are different about what might be rude and what might be polite?
I think it's the same.
Pretty much the same?
Yeah.
I have been told, and I don't know because I've never been there, but I have been told that in Turkey, you're not allowed to show the sole of your shoe. So when you sit down on a bus or in public somewhere, you never cross your legs so that the sole, the bottom part of your shoe, shows to other people. They consider that very rude to show the bottom of your shoe to other people.
Yeah.
Okay, so that, I don't know, but do you have anything like that that might be considered rude that,
No.
no, maybe standing too close to people?
And not yet. We have to leave the distance between the people.
So you keep about 3
feet.
feet of
Yes.
distance between people. We do
Yeah.
that too. So they're very much the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says complete the advice that Arturo received. Number 1 was don't be more than how many minutes late for an appointment with friends? What did they say in the post?
It's 5.
About
15,
being on
about
time?
15 minutes late. Don't be more than 15 minutes late.
Right, 15. 15. Don't be more than 15 minutes late for an appointment with friends.
Yeah.
And that really depends on your friend, because some friends, if you're really close friends and you know somebody's always late, you might allow more time than that. It just depends on your friend. So
Yes.
you just have to know. Number 2, don't make a lot of what when you eat?
Noise.
Noise. Don't make a lot of noise when you eat. In America, we don't like people to be noisy eaters.
Yes.
When you talk to people, stand about how far away from them?
3 feet.
3 feet. That's what they said in the post. When you talk to people, stand about 3 feet away from them. And now with COVID, they tell us 6 feet, right?
Yes. 6 feet.
So 6 feet apart. When you're at a bus stop or in a store, you have to what?
To take your turn.
Wait your turn. That's right.
Yes.
Wait your turn. My brother's really bad about that. He doesn't like to wait. He likes to go right to the front of the line.
My daughter also.
Yeah.
My daughter's. Yeah.
It's very common with children, but my brother doesn't have a good excuse. Okay, so let's go over to our workbook again. And I'm going to try this CD again because I know this one was on there. And we'll listen to them read it on the CD. And then usually I try to read it also. My husband's about to start a meeting, so if you hear him in the background, it's okay. Am I going to be disturbing to you, dear?
I'm going to be on mute most of the time.
Okay. He said he'll be on mute most of the time, so maybe we'll be
Hello.
okay. Let me close this.
Hello.
And reopen it.
I'm doing good. My wife is teaching, so you might hear her in the background when I'm not muted. So, but I won't be muted most of the time. Yes. Yes, she finds 12 and I find 6,400.
All right, we're going to read.
12.
We're on page 46 in our workbook, Christine.
Yes, yes.
It says to play track 13, so let's
6,400.
try it.
Track 13.
Oops.
Which is did you agree with her number or mine? Okay. When I saw there was only 12, I said, oh, I only need 1 page for sources instead of 10 pages.
Okay.
Read.
Can you hear it?
Dear Kate, advice for life.
Dear Kate, I have an American friend at work. She invited me to have dinner at her home. I really want to go and meet her family, but I'm a little nervous. I don't know a lot about American culture. I'm afraid of making a mistake.
Do you think we'll ever go back
Help.
to being on
Lorette
ALM
from Honduras.
Dear
We'll
Lorette,
always be on
don't
OCI?
worry. I'm sure that you're going to have a great time. Here are a few tips. It is important to be on time for dinner. Don't arrive more than 15 minutes late. It is polite to bring a small, inexpensive gift when you visit someone's home. For example, you can bring flowers, a dessert, or a box of chocolates. You could also give your friend something from your country. Spend about $5. An expensive gift may embarrass your friend. Americans are usually informal at meals. Here are a few rules for the table. In many homes, dishes of food are passed around the table. You should take only the amount of food you want to eat. It's okay to take more later. Don't reach across the table to get something. Ask someone to pass it to you. When everyone has food, your friend will invite everyone to eat. For example, she may say, "Please eat," or "Let's eat." Wait until someone else begins eating to be sure. Most important, relax and enjoy the dinner. Kate.
Okay. So let's look at the understanding box at the bottom. What is the topic of both letters in the advice column?
It is rude and polite behavior in the U.S.
Yes, rude and polite behavior in the U.S. Letter C is the correct answer. So they want you to read the advice column again. And usually what I do, Christine, is I'll read it and have you repeat after me.
Okay.
So, dear Kate, advice for life. Repeat it.
Dear Kate, advice for a life. For life.
Right. Dear Kate.
Dear Kate.
I have an American friend at work.
I have an American friend at work.
She invited me to have dinner at her home.
She invited me to have dinner at her home.
I really want to go and meet her family.
I really want to go and meet her family.
But I'm a little nervous.
But I am a little nervous.
I don't know a lot about American culture.
I don't know a lot about American culture.
I'm afraid of making a mistake.
I am afraid of making a mistake.
Help.
Help.
Lorette from Honduras.
Lorette from Honduras.
Dear Lorette.
Dear Lorette.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
I'm sure that you're going to have a great time.
I'm sure that you are going to have a great time.
Here are a few tips.
Here are a few tips.
It is important to be on time for dinner.
It is important to be on time for dinner.
Don't arrive more than 15 minutes late.
Don't arrive more than 15 minutes late.
It is polite to bring a small, inexpensive gift when you visit someone's home.
It is polite to bring a small, inexpensive gift when you visit someone's home.
For example, you can bring flowers.
For example, you can bring flowers.
A dessert or a box of chocolates.
A dessert or a box of chocolate.
You could also give your friend something from your country.
You could also give your friend something from your country.
Spend about $5.
Spend about $5.
An expensive gift may embarrass your friend.
An expensive gift may embarrass your friend.
Very good. Americans are usually informal at meals.
Americans are usually informal at meals.
Here are a few rules for the table.
Here are a few rules for the table.
In many homes, dishes of food are passed around the table.
In many homes, dishes of food are passed around the table.
You should take only the amount of food you want to eat.
You should take only the amount of food you want to eat.
It's okay to take more later.
It's okay to take more later.
Don't reach across the table to get something.
Don't reach across the table to get something.
Ask someone to pass it to you.
Ask someone to pass it to you.
When everyone has food, Your friend will invite everyone to eat.
Your friend will invite everyone to eat.
For example, she may say, please eat.
She may say, please eat.
Or let's eat.
Or let's eat.
Wait until someone else begins eating to be sure.
Wait until someone else begins eating to be sure.
Most important,
relax
and enjoy the dinner.
Relax and enjoy the dinner.
Kate. Okay, so in the Check Your Understanding, we already talked about rude and polite behavior in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And over on part B on page 47, it said read the advice column again.
Mm-hmm.
Complete each sentence with Kate's advice.
Mm-hmm.
So what was her advice about when to arrive? Don't arrive more than
15 minutes late.
15 minutes late for a dinner invitation. Don't arrive more than 15 minutes late. Number 2.
It's polite to bring an
inexpensive gift. And you could just say a gift because they said a. But if you put inexpensive, you need to change a to an.
Yes.
Okay, so
we
it's
can
polite
say
to bring a gift.
Or a gift? Okay.
A gift. It's polite to bring a gift when you visit someone's home.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give your friend
an expensive gift.
Right. Don't give your friend an expensive gift. It may embarrass her. It may embarrass her. So don't give her an expensive gift.
I sent it in an email to you.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4.
I sent it.
If you need to eat something across the table, ask someone to pass the dish.
Pass it.
you.
Yes. Ask someone to
sent
pass
it yesterday about noon.
Number 5.
Before you start eating, wait for your friend to say,
I sent it yesterday about
please
noontime.
eat.
Yes, very good.
Or let's eat.
Yes, either one would be correct.
I can paste it in the chat.
Part C says read the statements. According to Kate's advice, which actions are rude in the United States and which actions are polite? And I want you to circle either rude or polite.
Okay.
So number 1, the dinner starts at 6 o'clock. Edith arrives at 6:30.
It's rude.
Rude, that's right. Not more than 15 minutes. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Edith gives her friend a box of chocolates.
That's polite.
Polite. Number 3, Edith begins eating before the other people are ready to eat.
Rude.
Rude. Number 4, Edith finishes the food on her plate and asks for more.
That's polite.
Polite. And number 5, Edith asks someone to pass the salt.
It's polite.
Polite. Very good. Now they want you to talk about what you would do if you were having a dinner in your home. What is considered polite and what is considered rude?
Mm-hmm.
They gave you an example. In some homes, it's polite to take off your shoes when you visit someone's home.
Yeah.
In some homes, they like for you to take your shoes off at the door. Do you have anything like that in Egypt?
Yes, I have this one. You
What
have to
was
take off your shoes when you visit someone's home.
Okay, so you do. In Egypt, you do. You
Yes,
take off your shoes when you visit someone's home. Very good.
Yes.
Can you think of anything else like that that might be different?
Yeah, it's rude also when you eat before others. You have to wait.
Wait.
Yes.
What are we waiting? What do we wait for?
I'm sorry?
In Egypt, what do you wait for?
We're waiting the other people to start to eat together.
Okay, very good. So that's very much the same.
Yes.
Yes, wait for the others to start to eat. Don't start eating until others start to eat. Very good. Okay. Do you want me to go on and do lesson 8 and 9?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go over to 8 and 9. I'm going to have to change the CD again. So we're going back to the big book, okay?
Okay.
I was thinking that maybe we should start with like 3 pages. One page that has all of your books and table of contents from each book for the CS, and we have one for CC, and then we have a third one that we move things from that are common into it, and basically mark the ones that are common in the original
Having a
table
problem.
of contents. That way we can keep track of them. That would be probably a good starting point to determine the common stuff.
I'm having a problem, Christine. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh, I see what the problem is.
Normal has those PowerShell scripts to compare table of contents. That might be helpful.
Okay. Oh, it kicked it out. Okay, I think I have it in now. I will share screen
Yes.
and you should be able to hear it. This is track 60.
Yes.
Page 80.
Can you hear it?
Listen.
Yes.
Exercises B and C.
Do you
Is it stop?
Can you not hear it?
No, right now, no.
You don't hear anything?
Yeah.
I will try again.
Page 75.
Can you hear it now?
Conversation.
Yes.
Listen.
But this is.
You know, I really hate to do the laundry.
Me too. And do you know what else I hate?
Late.
No, what?
I hate to iron.
Not me. I actually like it.
You're kidding.
No, really. I
This is
find
not-
it
this is a
relaxing.
famous
We already
exercise.
did this.
Yes.
Listen and
We already did this. Let me see if I can figure out. It said. Okay, let's look in the book on page 80. Look in the book on page 80. It says listening. Look at the pictures. What are some other reasons that
Bye,
people
thank you.
say no to invitations?
Mm-hmm.
So if you get invited somewhere, why would you decline and not go?
Mhm.
Can you tell me why you might decline?
I'm too busy. I have other plans.
Okay. In this picture, they showed you, I don't feel well, I'm too busy, and I have other plans. So those
Yes.
are reasons to decline an invitation.
Yes.
Now they want us to listen. It said track 60. I thought that was the track I was playing. I'll try it again.
Yeah.
And it's a conversation between Gloria and Yi Wen.
Mhm.
So let me see if I can get this to play
Okay.
again. Track 60.
You want to get some lunch? Sorry, I can't. I have to finish some work.
Can you hear it,
Page
Christine?
72.
Yes, I hear.
Plan activities. Page 80. Listen.
Yes.
Exercises B and C.
Do you want to get some lunch? Sorry, I can't. I have to finish some work. Oh, are you sure? Yes, I'm sorry. I really can't. Well, how about a little later? Thanks, but I don't think so. Not today.
Okay. So this was a conversation between Gloria and Yi Wen. Do you know where
Mhm.
they are?
I see are in the work.
They are at work. Very good. So what does Gloria ask Yi Wen?
Uh, do you want to get some lunch?
Yes, do you want to get some lunch? Letter A. And in part C, it says complete the sentences. Who said they were very busy?
You want
Yi
can't
Wen.
go.
Yi Wen is very busy. And in
Yes.
number 2, who can't go with Gloria?
You win.
Yi Wen can't go with Gloria. She cannot. All right,
Mhm.
we're going to listen to another track.
Mhm.
And this is the same conversation, but longer, okay?
Okay.
So let me try this again. Did you hear it, the conversation, Christine?
No.
Oh, let me try it again. I'm sorry. I must not have shared the screen.
No, it's okay.
I'll go back and do it again. I'm having trouble getting all of these things to work together like I want them to. Um,
Page 81.
Can you hear it now?
Conversation.
Yes.
Exercise A. Listen.
Oh, is that the wrong
Have to.
track?
I have to finish some work.
Has to. She has to make some calls.
Listen and repeat. Page 80. Listen. Exercise D.
Do you want to get some lunch? Sorry, I can't. I have to finish some work. Oh, are you sure? Yes, I'm sorry. I really can't. Well, how about a little later? Thanks, but I don't think so. Not today. I have a big meeting this afternoon. Hold on a second. Hello? Oh, hi, Bob. Okay. Great. Thanks for calling. Guess what? My meeting was canceled.
That's great. So now you can go to lunch.
Yes, I guess I can. Let me get my coat.
That's
Okay,
great.
you heard it that time?
Yes.
Okay, so let's look at part D. Who called Yi Wen on the
Uh,
telephone?
Her co-worker.
Her co-worker, letter C.
Yes.
And what is Yi Wen going to do?
Go to lunch with Gloria.
Yes, she's going to go to lunch with Gloria. Very good.
Yeah.
All right, let's look over on page 81. We're going to have to play another track. I'll try this again and see if I can do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd it go? Track 62.
Page 80. Listen.
No, I want page
Exercise
81.
D.
Track.
Do you want to get some lunch?
Page 81. Conversation.
Okay, can you hear it,
Exercise
Christine?
A.
Yes, I hear.
Listen.
Have to. I have to finish some work.
Has to. She has to make some calls.
Listen and repeat.
Have to.
Have to.
I have to finish some work.
I have to finish some work.
I have to finish some work.
Has to.
Has
Has
to.
to.
She has to make some calls.
She has to make some calls.
Very good. Very good. Okay, so that was in the pronunciation watch up in the upper right corner of the page.
Yeah.
We're going to listen to another track and it says circle the words you hear. So pay attention to the words you hear and we'll circle them.
Mm-hmm.
And try this again. Track 63.
Mm-hmm.
Page 81.
Can you hear it?
Conversation.
Yes.
Exercise B. 1.
I have a test tomorrow.
2.
I have to study.
3.
He has to stay late.
4.
He has a meeting.
I can play them again, Christine. Would you like to hear them one more
Yes.
time?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Page 81. Conversation. Exercise A. Listen.
Oh, that's track 62.
Have to.
That's
I
we're
have to
hearing that
finish
one
some
over.
work.
See if I can get 63 to
Has
play.
to.
Okay.
She has.
Page 81. Conversation. Exercise B. 1.
I have a test tomorrow.
I have a test tomorrow. That was letter B as in boy.
2.
I have to study.
I have to study. Number 2, that was letter A.
Yeah.
3.
He has to stay late.
3, she has to stay late. That's letter A.
4.
He has a meeting.
Number 4, he has a meeting. That was letter B. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now they want you to listen and repeat the conversation. So this time they're going to go through that whole conversation and then you can repeat.
Okay.
Page 81, Conversation. Exercise C. Listen.
Do you want to get some lunch? Sorry, I can't. I have to finish some work.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sorry. I really can't.
Well, how about a little later?
Thanks, but I don't think so. Not today.
Okay, now we're going to repeat, okay?
Okay.
Listen and repeat.
Do you want to get some lunch?
Do you want to get some lunch?
Sorry, I can't. I have to finish some work.
Sorry, I can't. I have to finish some work.
Oh, are you sure?
Oh, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sorry. I really can't.
Yes, I'm sorry. I really can't.
Well, how about a little later?
Well, how about little later?
Thanks, but I don't think so. Not today.
Thanks, but I don't think so. Not today.
Very good. Okay, let me stop share. Let's go back to practice number 4. And this is another one of those where you're going to write in from the blue and green boxes on the right. So take a minute and write something in, and then we'll do those. We'll take turns.
Okay. Means letter A?
I'll start with letter A. Do you want to take a walk?
Sorry, I can't. I have to make some calls.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sorry. I really can't.
Well, how about a little later?
Thanks, but I don't think so. Not today.
Okay, now you read letter A and I'll read B.
Okay. Do you want to get some coffee?
Sorry, I can't. I have to run some errands.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sorry. I really can't.
Well, how about a little later?
Thanks, but I don't think so. Not today.
Yes.
Okay, now if you look over there at the bottom of the page, it says to accept an invitation. You can say, sure, I'd love to. That sounds like fun, or sounds great. And all of those are good ways to accept an invitation.
Yes. Okay. I need to ask something. What is run some errands?
Run some errands. We talked about that a couple of lessons back. When you have several places to go, like I have to go to the bank, I have to go to the post office, I have to go to the grocery store, I have to mail some letters, I have to pay some bills. So when you're running errands, you have different places you have to go to take care of things. And that's what it means to run some errands, okay? So when you say I have to run some errands, it means you have several things you have to go and do.
Yes.
Okay? You want to go over to page 82, lesson 9, to accept or decline an invitation. So I'll read the grammar box and you repeat after me.
Okay.
I have to finish some work.
I have to finish some work.
You have to finish some work.
You have to finish some work.
We have to finish some work.
We have to finish some work.
They have to finish some work.
They have to finish some work.
He has to work a lot.
He has to work a lot.
She has to work a lot.
She has to work a lot.
Okay, now in the negative, I don't have to stay at work late.
I don't have to stay at work late.
You don't have to stay at work late.
You don't have to stay at work late.
We don't have to stay at work late.
We don't have to stay at work late.
They don't have to stay at work late.
They don't have to stay at work late.
He doesn't have to work on weekends.
He doesn't have to work on weekends.
She doesn't have to work on weekends.
She doesn't doesn't have to work weekend.
Very good. Okay, now in the practice, they gave you some words in the box: drive, get up, go, study, take, and visit. And they want you to use those plus an infinitive. So you're going to say something else with it. And number one, they did for you. We don't have to go to the grocery store. We have a lot of food.
Yes.
You want to try number two?
Yes, please. He has to study tonight. There is a big test tomorrow.
Very good. He has to study tonight. There's a big test tomorrow. Number three, Kara.
Kara doesn't have. Kara doesn't have to take. No.
She doesn't have to drive.
To drive to work.
Right.
She takes the bus every day. Yes.
Very good. Kara doesn't have to drive to work. She takes the bus every day.
Yes.
And number four, their flight leaves at 6 o'clock in the morning. They have
get up.
They have to get up early. Very good. They have to get up early. They have to get up early. Number five, Claude.
Has to visit his daughter to the doctor.
He has to take, right.
Sorry, I should take.
He has to take his daughter to the doctor. She's sick. Claude has to take his daughter to the doctor. She's sick. And number six.
I have to visit my mother. She is in the hospital.
Very good. I have to visit my mother. She's in the hospital. Very good. And exercise B, complete the sentences. Use the correct forms of have to and the words in parentheses. So they've given you the words in blue underneath the blank, but you may have to change the form of those words a little bit. Okay. So number one says, I'm coming home on time tonight. I don't have to work late. So you see where they took not work late into I don't have to work late.
Yeah, I don't have to work, yes.
Okay, so you try number two, Alice.
Alice has to stay home with her son. He is sick.
Very good. Alice has to stay home with her son. He's sick. If you're not sure, look up here at the top, and it shows you in the grammar box, she has to stay home. She has to stay home with her son. Number three, I can watch your kids on Saturday night.
Yeah, Monica.
No, number three, not Monica.
I'm sorry.
Number three.
Number three. I can watch your kids on Saturday night. You don't have to get a babysitter.
Very good. You don't have to get a babysitter. Very good. You don't have to get a babysitter. Number four, Monica.
You don't have to get. Monica doesn't have to work this weekend. She can go to the zoo with us.
Very good. Monica doesn't have to work this weekend. She can go to the zoo with us. She doesn't have to work this weekend. She can go to the zoo with us. Number five, Babu.
Babu has to take the bus to work. He doesn't have a car.
Very good. Babu has to take the bus to work. He doesn't have a car. And number six, the movie theater is always crowded.
The movie theater is always crowded. We have to buy tickets early.
Very good. We have to buy tickets early. All right, let's turn over to our, well, before we do our chapter review, let's do our workbook pages. And our workbook pages for lessons 8 and 9 are on pages 48 and 49. So at the top of page 48, they've given you a box with words in it, and we're going to use those words to finish the sentences in exercise A. So exercise A says complete the sentences. Use the infinitive forms of the verbs in the box. So number one says, we have plans to eat out tonight. I don't have to cook dinner.
Yes.
You want to try number 2?
Yeah. Ramadan. Ramadan has
something about his new boss at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Has to meet.
Yes, he has to meet. Very good. Ramadan has to meet. M-E-E-T. He has to meet his new boss at 9 o'clock in the morning. Ramadan has to meet his new boss at 9 o'clock in the morning. Very good. Number 3.
Leanne wants to be healthy. She has to exercise every day.
Very good. She has to exercise every day. Number 4, Roger drives his children to school.
They don't have pay the bus.
They don't have to take the bus. Very good. They don't have to take the bus. They don't have to take the bus. Number 5, parking is free on holidays. Drivers
don't have to pay for parking.
Very good. Parking is free on holidays. Drivers don't have to pay for parking. Very good. Parking is free on holidays. Drivers don't have to pay for parking. And number 6, Jalana
has to get up early during the week. She starts work at 6:30 a.m.
Very good. Jalana has to get up early during the week. She starts work at 6:30 a.m. That's what time my son starts work, 6:30 a.m., very early in the morning. Okay, exercise B says complete the conversation. Use the correct forms of have to and the words that they've given you under the blanks. So at the beginning, it's a conversation with Chuck and Melinda. Chuck says, guess what? I got free tickets to the zoo. Do you and the kids want to go this Saturday? Melinda responds, that sounds like fun, but I have to work this Saturday. So you see how they gave her the word, they gave you the word work, and she answered with, I have to work this Saturday. So Chuck says, oh, do you have plans on Sunday? You want to try that, what Melinda answers?
Melinda, well, I don't, but Perry has to go to his guitar class.
Very good. I don't, but Barry has to go to his guitar class. And Tina?
And Tina has to play in a soccer game.
Very good. How about next Saturday?
How about next Saturday? I don't have to work that day.
Very good. And Chuck answers, actually,
I have to take my mother to a wedding.
To a wedding. Can you go on Sunday?
No, Sunday is not good. I have to help my sister, and she's moving to a new apartment.
Oh, well, too bad. Very good. So that's how to use have to and has to in a conversation. All right, let's look over at exercise C on page 49. Read the invitations from Sandra's friends, then look at Sandra's calendar. Now that's what we worked on last week was calendars. So we're going to look at Sandra's calendar and then decide whether or not Sandra can accept the invitations and then write Sandra's answers. So number 1, can you go for a bike ride on Saturday morning? So let's look at her calendar for Saturday morning. What is she doing on Saturday morning?
She has a computer class.
Right. So her response is, sorry, I can't. I have to go to my computer class. Okay, number 2, do you want to watch a video on Monday night? What's happening on Monday? Can she go watch a video on Monday night?
Yes, she can.
So how would she accept an invitation?
Yes, that sounds great or sounds good.
Yes, that sounds good. Very good. That sounds good. Okay, number 3, Can you go for a walk on Thursday evening around 6? Look at her calendar on Thursday evening. What does she have at 6 p.m. on Thursday?
What is number 6?
Number 3 says, can you go for a walk on Thursday evening?
Thursday evening at around 6.
You look at her calendar.
Yes. I'm sorry. I can't. I have to go to my ESL class.
Very good. I have to go to my ESL class. And number 4, the invitation is I'm going to the beach on Saturday at around 1. Do you want to come? So what is she doing on Saturday at 1 p.m.?
Saturday 1. Sorry, I can't. I have to go to Miguel's.
I have to go to a birthday party.
Yes,
I have to go to a
party.
birthday party. So I can't. I have to go to a birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one, number 5, do you want to get some lunch on Sunday afternoon? What is she doing on Sunday afternoon?
Sunday afternoon. Lunch. Yeah. So I can't. I have to go lunch with my mom and dad.
Very good. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. I have to go to lunch with my mom and dad. Very good. Okay, so let's go back to our unit review. And our unit review is on page 83 in the big book. Complete the conversation and underline the correct words. Hi, David. Do you want to come over to watch the game?
Sorry, I can't. I have to go to the supermarket.
Very good. I have to go to the supermarket. What about the next one? The supermarket is open late.
Late. You can always go later.
Yes, you can always go later. Actually, I can't. My sister's coming over tonight.
And I have to get food for dinner.
Okay, too bad. What about next Saturday?
You know, I love to watch the games on your new TV.
Right.
Love to watch.
Great. Make sure you
don't have to run any errands next Saturday.
Very good. Make sure you don't have to run any errands next Saturday. And we've already checked them all, so we don't have to listen to that track on the CD. It says rewrite the statements. Use the adverbs in parentheses. Now, remember how we talked about adverbs? And sometimes they're going to go before and sometimes they're going to go after. So, number 1, I sometimes go to the mall on weekends.
Yeah.
I sometimes go to the mall on weekends. Number 2.
I usually, or Dave usually, works on Tuesday and Thursday morning.
Very good. Dave usually works on Tuesday and Thursday mornings.
Mm-hmm.
Dave usually works on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. Number 3.
Did always to be.
Ted is always, remember when we use is, the adverb goes after.
Yeah.
So Ted is always absent from English class.
Absent. Yeah.
Ted is always absent from English class.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4.
My brother often cooks breakfast on Sunday.
Very good. Number 4. My brother often cooks breakfast on Sundays. My brother often cooks breakfast on Sundays. And number 5.
Meat or fish. Ralph never eats meat or fish.
Very good. Ralph never eats meat or fish. He must be a vegetarian, right?
Yes.
Ralph never eats meat or fish. And number 6.
We are hardly ever at home during the week.
Very good. We are hardly ever, and are is a form of to be, so the adverb goes after. We are hardly ever at home during the week. we hardly ever at home during the week. So that's the unit review. So we'll stop there. We finished all of Unit 4.
Yes.
And next week we'll start on Unit 5, or actually tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, yes.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll start on Unit 5.
Yes.
At home. Okay?
Okay.
Very good. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you, Miss Elsa. Thank you
and I
for
will see you.
support me. Yes, thank you.
I will see you tomorrow morning.
Okay, okay. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.